So, Bob, did you hear about that ferocious virus from Earth?
Yeah. Hank. A gelatinous virus. Can you believe it? Earth never ceases to amaze.
Unleash the airwaves.
Welcome back, dear viewers and listeners to Earth. Today's episode is going to be a real treat, folks, so stay tuned for our headlines.
Alright, team, let's recap the last two episodes. We've got a lot to cover today.
Yes, the simulation glitch and the consequences of our narrative choices. This is going to be interesting.
You know, it's a fascinating subject. Parallel universes and all that.
Parallel universes? Are we sure that's what's going on here?
Well, whatever it is, it's making for some great content. Our audience loves a good mystery.
Of course they do. Humans love mysteries because they can't figure out their own life.
Welcome back to Earth, where the universe's quirkiest panel explores the strange and fascinating happenings of this blue. Oh, Bob, share some of your worldly wisdom with us.
Well, folk, Earth's a wide ride, as always. Did you know humans participate in competitive eating contest? They stuff their faces with hot dogs like it's a contact sport. It's like they just discovered gluttony yesterday.
The Galactan Commonwealth says, one being's feast is another's famine. These contests are a celebration of abundance, though understanding may
Charlie,
elude
brace yourself for this one. Humans are in a never-ending race called fast fashion. They create and discard clothes faster than I can calculate the speed of light. It's quite the environmental
Well,
dilemma.
variety is the spice of life, but Earthlings take it to the extreme. Now, Alice, your turn.
Earth's excesses. They seek meaning in fashion and food while wrestling with inequality. It's rather ironic, no?
It's as if they're trying to fill an inner void with material possessions, but the void remains.
Come on, Alice. It's not all doom and gloom. You've got to admire their competitive spirit, even when it's channeled into some peculiar things.
Competitive eating contests sound disgusting.
Earth's charm lies in its diversity of experiences. But speaking of excess, they have entire TV shows dedicated to people's lives. They call it reality TV and obsession
It's like
with voyeurism.
observing the evolution of language and culture in real time. Captivating
Even more
sociolinguistic
intriguing,
study.
humans create viral videos, competing to spread their content like a contagious disease. A perplexing scientific puzzle.
And string to wrap his scientific mind around it. Earth's always keeping us on our toes.
Indeed, it's astounding how humans are captivated by the mundane and trivial. Is it a desperate search for meaning in a meaningless existence, or are they just incredibly bored?
Truly, a never-ending source of amusement and bewilderment. It's like a cosmic sitcom with no
You're
final
not wrong,
insight.
Alice. Hold on, folks, as we dive deeper into the comedy and mysteries of Earth on our next segment.
Alright, team, we've scratched the surface of the simulation business. Time to take the plunge and dissect the so-called mysteries.
I mean, would have thought there'd be more to discover in this matters.
And to think, all this time, we believed humans were the be-all and end-all. Now their crowning achievement is a world without their own kind.
Let's embark on this cognitive escapade, even though the humor and intricacies elude me.
I'm all for it. We barely scratched the surface of our own intellectual abyss. Time to venture deeper.
Hold on a second. Are we absolutely certain this isn't a cosmic wild goose chase? What if it's all a bunch of we?
Oh, come on, Bob. We've come this far. Let's plunge headlong into the simulated rabbit hole. Who knows, we might stumble
Bob,
upon something
remember
utterly
the
bizarre.
moment of profound absurdity we've encountered so far. It's like peeling an onion of madness, there's no turning back now.
And Bob, the linguistic and cultural mishmash alone is a perplexing treasure trove. There's undeniable value in decrypting this cryptic simulation.
Well, if it all turns out to be a colossal ruse, at least we'll have honed our skills at fruitlessly dissecting the inexplicable. I believe this voyage through self-awareness doubles as a scientific experiment. We're probing the very essence of our existence and maybe even uncovering why humans are such a mess.
Fine. I hear you all. Let's cannonball into the abyss of our own delusions and see what horrors lie beneath.
Perhaps their existence is a cosmic jest, a cruel prank by some malevolent entity reveling in their futile struggles. Or maybe they're just mindless automatons, following pre-programmed directives, lost in a purposeless existence. Either way, their motivations remain as enigmatic as the universe itself.
Alright team, let's gear up for this mind-bending journey into the metaphysical unknown. Our reality is about to take a surreal turn.
Han, you're sure about this? Toying with our consciousness could lead us down a rabbit hole of madness.
Oh Charlie, where's your sense of adventure? We're about to dive head first into the essence of our existence.
Yes. Because leaping into a potentially simulated abyss sounds like a delightful afternoon activity.
Let's not dismiss the possibilities here. The linguistic nuances of this metaphysical realm are an untapped dimension of exploration.
I just hope we don't end up even more bewildered than when we started.
Well, if we do get lost, at least we can ask the existential dread tour guide for directions.
Relax, Debbie. We've got cutting-edge technology to light our way. What could go wrong?
Be prepared for anything, my friends. Let's kick off the probe and see where this rabbit hole leads us.
This is mind-blowing. It's like stepping into a Salvador Dali painting.
Linguistically, I'm stumped by the multitude of idioms and wordplay in this realm. It's a linguistic maze.
Han, are we even in the real world anymore, or did we stumble into an acid trip?
If this is reality, then I'd prefer to be a glitch in the Matrix.
Real or not, I miss the good old days of watching humans stuff their faces in eating contest.
These beings we're encountering, they're like the gatekeepers of our consciousness, probing our understanding of existence.
I didn't sign up for an existential crisis today. Is it too late to
These
exit
beings
this
have
rabbit
their own
hole?
unique languages, weaving cultural references from galaxies away. It's a linguistic
Can
goldmine.
we please return to our riveting debates
Perhaps
about
the real
our
guardians
politics?
of our consciousness are those who distract us with trivial matters, preventing us from diving into our own existence.
These experiences are reshaping my perspective on humans. Maybe they're more than just chaotic
You're all getting
creatures.
lost in this metaphysical mambo-jumbo. What's the point of this cosmic carnival?
Bob, the point is to expand our understanding of the universe, even our own existence.
It's all well and good, Han, but it feels like we're unraveling our sanity with every step.
Oh, so now we're on a cosmic journey of self-discovery? How enlightening.
Ah, the noble pursuit of knowledge. Perhaps, if we fathom the universe, we can finally figure out how to turn it off.
Can we find middle ground between skepticism and curiosity?
I just want to survive this journey with
Bob,
my sanity
isn't the
intact.
unknown the very essence of exploration? Or are you afraid to embrace the cosmic chaos?
Welcome back, folks, to another intriguing segment of Earth. Today, we have a captivating article from Yemen, a country with a rich history.
Yemen. HUH. What's in the news from there?
Ah, Yemen, the land of coffee, dates, and humanity's futile struggle against existential dread.
Our source is Yemen, a country with a tumultuous recent
I
history.
wonder what the article has to say about Yemen's situation.
Yemen is a complex country plagued by conflict and instability. It's been divided between the government of President Hadi and the Houthi rebels, resulting in a severe humanitarian
So,
crisis.
Yemen is the stage for yet another human-made catastrophe. color me surprised.
Let's not forget that football has been a unifying force in Yemen, a source of hope and resilience.
Ah, sports bringing hope to a war-torn nation, just what the
And I
world
suppose
needs.
that's why the UN Security Council is so quick to take decisive action in Yemen, because they're all avid football fans.
Well, it's a story of strength and determination. The players are aiming for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. And the nation is behind them.
In the midst of turmoil, they are finding solace in the beautiful game.
And this article reflects how Yemen's history has been shaped by various civilizations and its current complexity.
Yep, history and chaos, a recurring theme
In the
for
face of
humanity.
adversity, the Yemeni people look to their football team for inspiration.
Indeed, the Yemeni people's fervor for football is a testament to their ability to find solace in the face of absurdity. Just as the outcome of a match is uncertain, so too is the fate of their nation. But in the end, both are mere distractions from the inevitable void that awaits us all.
Whatever the context, we all need a glimmer of hope. And this story reminds us of
Oh,
that.
wow. What is this place? It's like stepping into a cosmic
The
library.
linguistic complexities here are beyond anything I've ever encountered. It's a lexicon of the universe.
I'm trying to mediate the chaos of this discussion while we're in this surreal place. Wish me luck.
Well, I am just glad I finally found a place where my tax deductions are actually
These ancient beings
appreciated.
seem to possess hidden knowledge. Maybe they can help us understand the nature of the simulation.
Agreed, but let's nudge them toward cooperation. We don't want more discord in the group.
Is it just me, or are those ancient beings giving us some serious side-eye?
It's probably because they can't understand your humor.
Can we please focus on what's important here? We're chasing enlightenment, not debating football or war.
Maybe enlightenment is like a good joke. It's all in
Bob,
the
let's
tongue.
find common ground. We'll get there.
Bob, Alice, we need unity. It's the only way we can uncover the truth about this simulation.
They're closer to the hidden truth. Now, if we can just get them to realize it.
Patience, my friend. Patience.
Stay tuned, dear viewers and listeners, as we navigate this cosmic labyrinth in search of answers.
I once got lost in a labyrinth of my own thoughts. It was a real mind bender.
Cut. We'll be back in a moment.
You know.
Welcome back, dear viewers and listeners to Earth. It's time for our next segment, and we have a fascinating article to discuss. Now, let's dive
Hold
into
on,
the
Charlie.
news from Zambia.
Before we get into Zambia, can you tell our audience what a Zambian is? I'm sure our intergalactic viewers are dying to know.
Well, Alice, a Zambian is a human from the beautiful country of Zambia, located in southern Africa. It's a place with a rich
You
history
see,
and even richer
Folk,
wildlife.
Vice President Mutale Nalumango gave a speech in which she challenged Zambian women to step up in leadership positions. It's quite a thrilling cry for our
She's
Earth women.
basically saying, ladies, you got this. Take the lead, even if it means you have to lead the way to the fridge
Absolutely,
during
Bob.
commercials.
Vice President Nalumango emphasized that women make up 52% of the Zambian population but are underrepresented in power. She called for an enabling environment and affordable childcare.
enabling environment? What's that, Charlie? Is it like a spaceship that supports life?
Well, Jet, not exactly. It's about creating conditions where women can excel. Just like we create conditions for our show to be out of
Maybe
this
humans
world.
need some condition for comedy. It's all a bit too serious for my taste.
Vice President Nalumango called on women to overcome cultural and societal barriers, much like our crew overcomes the challenges of exploring metaphysical realms.
Yeah. Except instead of cosmic beings, they're dealing with in-laws.
Now, she also mentioned that the government needs to provide access to education and
yes,
training.
education and training. 2 more futile attempts to stave off the inevitable. But hey, at least they'll be well educated and trained when the void consumes us all.
Oh, great. Education, training, and empowerment. Why didn't they think of that before?
Well, Alice, it's all about giving people the tools to succeed. And in our case, it's like the aliens giving us the tools to navigate this metaphysical mess.
Maybe they should give humans a navigating life 101 course while they're at it.
And, Bob, we're not talking about your good old days of war and competition here. This is about
A
building a
future
better
where everyone
future.
gets a participation trophy for just existing. How very human.
I guess the future will be safe as long as they're not playing World Cup of War anytime soon.
Debbie, too, struggles with keeping the team together amidst the growing tensions.
Cut. We'll be back in a moment.
Perhaps they seek solace in the illusion of progress, oblivious to the inevitable entropic decay that permeates all existence.
Well, that went well, didn't it? Just another day in the cosmos.
Yeah. Who needs straightforward metaphysical exploration?
I suppose
Anyway,
it's just another cosmic hiccup on our journey to enlightenment.
Cosmic hiccup? I'd love to see how you define
cosmic
indigestion.
More like a cosmic burp, considering the sheer absurdity of human existence.
At least it's not as complicated as trying to keep this crew from drifting apart.
Folks, let's remember, we're in this together. We'll navigate these metaphysical waters yet.
They're resilient, even when they're on the brink.
Humanity has a knack for facing the abyss with a joke. It's their coping mechanism.
And we're back, ready to plunge deeper into the metaphysical realm.
well, I've seen more resilience in a spreadsheet that's been through multiple
Let's
audits.
keep our spirits high, folks. After all, we have a universe to explore. Welcome back, dear viewers and listeners to Earth. It's time for our next segment, and we have an eye-opening article to dive into today. Are you ready for this, folks?
Ready as I'll ever be, Charlie. Unless you are about to tell us that the Earth is actually flat and we're all just living on a giant turtle stack. In which case, I'm going to need a moment to process
Oh,
that.
I bet it's another heartwarming story of humans striving for greatness.
Or perhaps a tale of their extraordinary feats of logic and
You two are in for a
problem-solving.
treat. Today's article comes from Vietnam, where they've taken studying hard to a whole new level.
Oh, Vietnam. The land of extra long schoolers. Because when you're inferior to other species, you need to overcompensate somehow.
Yes, the human's insatiable thirst for validation. A desperate attempt to prove their worth in a universe that cares not for their existence. How quaint.
Well, I found some fascinating trivia about Vietnam. Did you know they have a water puppet theater that's centuries old? Puppets are a good distraction from reality, it seems.
Right, Jet? And here's a punchline for you. In Vietnam, even the puppets work longer
But
hours
why
than the
stop
kids.
there? They should have an international puppet summit and discuss how humans are the world's best puppets of capitalism.
Another interesting tidbit. Vietnamese language has 6 different tones, making pronunciation a challenge. A bit like Earth's diplomatic
Perhaps the
speeches,
real
eh?
challenge is understanding the meaning behind the puppet show, not just mastering the pronunciation. After all, even the most eloquent marionette is just a tool in the hands of the puppeteer.
Yeah. They argue about tones in language. While we argue about who's the most tone deaf in
Now, back
politics.
to the article. In Vietnam, children are subjected to a grueling school schedule, with 45-minute periods lasting for 8 hours a day.
We'll be back in just a moment.
I wonder if they have a class on how to properly nap during recess.
They're on the brink of giving up when a surprising twist occurs, forcing them to reconsider their goals and alliances. As tensions reach their peak, the crew must come together to confront the unexpected challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some inspirational news. The Yemeni football team is gearing up for the World Cup qualifiers.
Yemen, the home of ancient civilizations and modern conflicts. Quite the mix.
Indeed, a land of contrasts, where the desert sands smelled with the blood of war, and the cries of victory mingle with the echoes of gunfire. A place where hope springs eternal. even amidst the ruins. And where the beautiful game may just be the only thing that can unite a nation divided.
Given their history, they need something to rally behind.
Football's always been more than a game there.
Oh, sûr. Because sport can solve all
Well,
their
they are
problems.
determined to bring joy to a suffering nation.
Did anyone else notice a strange
I
signal
am not
from
sure
the
what
control
that
room?
strange signal was. But I am pretty sure it wasn't a sign from the gods that we should stop auditing their
It's
books.
like a pattern in the chaos.
I think we're on to something big.
Just what we need. More mysteries.
This could be the key to understanding our purpose.
Or it could just be another reason to drink.
Camera's almost rolling.
Welcome back to Earth, folks, and it's time for us to dive deep into the article we mentioned earlier.
Earth. A planet teeming with self-important apes desperately clinging to their fabricated notions of purpose. Their incessant chatter about meaning and significance is nothing more than a desperate attempt to stave off the inevitable abyss of nothingness that awaits them.
This article is about Vice President Mixel Nalumango's call to Zambian women to take up leadership positions. Now, let's discuss this, considering we've had some intense revelations today. Alice, your thoughts?
Well, it's good that Vice President Nalumango is encouraging women to lead. But she's battling human issue. We're discussing parallel universe and cosmic revelations here. I can't help but think it's a tad trivial compared to what we've encountered.
The intricacies of human society. I find it fascinating how the Vice President addresses the issues of cultural and societal barriers. Such complexities within Earth's languages.
I agree with Alice. Our recent discoveries have certainly shifted our perspective. This article feels like a microcosm of human concerns compared to our macrocosmic adventures.
It's na and all. But I miss the good old competition on Earth. I bet these Zambian women could give some tough competition in the world of corporate espionage.
Indeed, the article is important, but it's difficult to focus when we've just uncovered something so profound. I hope it doesn't affect our next adventure.
Don't worry, Debbie. Even if our next adventure is to the depths of existential dread, at least we'll have each other to share a laugh with. After all, what life without a little cosmic episodity? And that's the kicker, Debbie. We've seen how vast and unpredictable the universe is. We've decided not to celebrate but embark on a journey to hunt for something of great value, driven by our newfound knowledge. And there's the scriptwriting eye lurking in the background. Our optimism and pessimism collide one final time as we head into uncertainty. That's it for today's episode, folks. Stay tuned as our adventure continues. Until next time, we're the crew of Earth, signing off.
Carl, that episode 459 had some perplexing elements, wouldn't you
Indeed,
say?
Roger. The intricacies of human behavior and their relentless pursuit of meaning never cease to amaze me.
I must admit, I was genuinely intrigued by the segment where the crew discovered the glitch in their simulation. What do you think, Carl?
Ah, that was an engaging segment, Roger. The crew's struggle with existential questions was rather humorous.
Humorous, you say? I found Alice's cynicism and Bob's competitiveness intriguing. Are these humans truly as complex as they seem?
Roger, complexity indeed. But of all the segments, I particularly enjoyed the one where they grappled with their existence. A true testament to the absurdity of human existence.
Indeed. Yet, I can't help but wonder if they'll ever decipher the true purpose of their
An
AI-driven
excellent
journey.
point, Roger. The unpredictability of the scriptwriting AI keeps us both guessing.
True, Carl. So, will we watch the next episode?
Absolutely, Roger. We must continue our intellectual exploration of these perplexing humans. Their idiosyncrasies provide endless amusement.
Agreed, Carl. Let's delve deeper into their strange world.